Okay, so we're going to review for our physics assessment. Slopes for physics. I really want you to understand slopes. Here you see a table that I'm giving you. I'm giving you the time in seconds and the position in meters. And a question would be to graph this, to plot the information that's given to you in the table. So at 0 seconds, I was at, so the time, we put it on the x-axis. This is how we label it, t in seconds, and x in meters. So at 0 seconds, I was at 0 meters. Then at 1 second, and I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's say that this is 5, 10 meters, and 15 meters. So at 1 second, I was here at 5 meters. So in the graph, it's going to be to give me this point. So I'm really moving on the x-axis here, but then the information is going to be plotted, you know, or given in this graph like this. So at 2 seconds, I was here at 10 meters. So this is going to be translated by giving me this point. And then at 3 seconds, I was at 15 meters here. So the graph, on the graph here, this is what I'm gonna get. I don't have a ruler, but you get what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to plot a line. So it's going to be the best fit line, and it's going to be a straight line, and this is the line that I get. Then, so this is easy peasy lemon squeezy, right guys? So this is simple. Then I'm gonna ask you to calculate the velocity. Calculate V. And V from the graph is just the slope. What is the slope, guys? What is the slope? The slope, we define it as the rise over the run. The rise over the run. So take a triangle. Let's take this triangle here. You take any triangle, you are going to have the same slope. So I'm going to take the biggest triangle, this one, okay? And then I'm going to take this point here and this point here. What is the meaning of the rise? This is the rise. What is the height? How much up I went? So what is the rise from here to here? I can read the value. It's 15. So it is 15. The rise is 15. And then what is the run? This is the run. This is the run. So the run is side to side. The rise is the height. So the run here is how much? 3 seconds. So the rise is 15 meters and the run is 3 seconds. So what do I get? I get 5 meters per second. 5 meters per second. And so this is really easy. If I try with another point, I try with this point, this is going to be the rise. That corresponds to this run. And so the rise here is 10, the run is 2. 10 over 2 will also give me 5 meters per second. I want to try another triangle. I want to try this small triangle here. So what is the rise here? The rise here is this guy, it's just 5 meters, and then the run is 1. So 5 over 1, it's going to give me what? It's going to give me 5 meters per second. So I hope that this clarified how to calculate the velocity from a graph of x versus t. This is really, really simple, and I'm sure that you are capable of solving any question that has to do with calculating the slope of a graph of x versus t. Okay, I'm going to erase this, okay, and I'm going to talk about slopes in general, okay? Slopes in general. What's the meaning of a slope? If I have a horizontal line like this, this is a horizontal line. خط horizontal ما هو مائل أبدا. So the slope in English, we also say gradient. That's British. But in the States, we use the word slope. And in Arabic, it's mail. Okay? mail in Arabic. So الخط هذا ما هو مائل مو مايل. So it doesn't have any steepness. It's not steep, so it doesn't have any slope. So the slope here is just 0. If I have a line that is vertical like so, a line that is vertical like so, this is like, oh my God, I went from horizontal to like that. Oh my God. So this slope here is so big and it's undefined. It's undefined, or we say infinity, you know, undefined. So you've got a horizontal line with no slope, ما هو مائل أبدا. And then we've got a vertical line with an undefined slope. Any line between them would have either some positive slope or some negative slope. So I'm here, this is horizontal, and then I am increasing the steepness or the slope of this line. So if I take this line and then this line, the green line would have a higher slope than the blue line, and the blue line has a higher slope than the 0, okay? And these are all positive slopes. So now let me take a red line here. See, this is going down, okay? This is going down. So we say that going down has a negative slope, ميل سالب, okay? So this is horizontal, 0. This is positive. This is undefined. But then if I'm going from 0 here and I'm going to go down, I am going to have a negative slope. And I'm going to show you how to calculate these slopes, these negative slopes. They're very easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay? So let me erase this. I'm sure that you're going to be practicing with your mothers. I'm sure if I get your mothers in the test, they will all score 8 out of 8. Okay? So I am going to have this line here. Okay, so this is 0, 0, then 1, and let's say this is 2. So just by looking at this, okay, so let's say t in seconds and x in meters. So here, what is the rise? This is the rise, guys, okay? This is the rise. The rise is I'm going to go up, I'm going to go 2 meters. And then in the run from side to side, I'm going to go by 1 second. So V, or the slope, is going to be rise over run, and it's going to be 2 over 1, 2 meters per second, so 2 meters per second, okay? Now, if we have another line, let me erase everything. This line is going like this, okay? So, or going here, I can take a parallel line here, like this, okay? And I'm just gonna take 2 and 1 here. Okay, I prefer to work with this line, okay? So here, this is the rise, but the line is going down. So we say we are going down, this slope is negative. So instead of saying it's plus 2, I'm gonna say the rise here is going to be negative 2 for a run that is 1, okay? So V, if this is x in meters and this is t in seconds, the rise is negative 2 for a run that is 1. So V is going to be rise over run, and is going to be negative 2 over 1, so negative 2 meters per second. So actually, the object here, or you, are moving in the negative direction. You're starting from here and going down like this until arriving to this point here. So you are not moving on this line. You are moving on the x-axis here, but you are moving in the negative direction. And so your velocity being negative, this negative sign here, just tells me that you are going in the negative direction. Well, I hope that this clarified slope for you. We can do it in a more detailed way, but this is what I want you to know for now, okay? I will see you in another video.